Joining us now is Kelly Kobaya, live for us in Kyiv. So, Kelly, we just got this new audio from Yevgeny Prigozhin where he's talking about how he did not want to change the regime in Russia. He was just trying to make a point that the invasion of Ukraine is not being led well by Russian leadership, by Russian military leadership. Can you see anything going on the ground there in Kyiv that, I don't know, that helps us understand more of where Prigozhin was coming from? Says he was coming from?
Well, I think the most interesting part of that statement from the point of view of the Ukrainians and what's happening on the battlefield in Ukraine is the bit where Prigozhin talks about this change in status, that on July the 1st, mercenaries were going to be absorbed into the Russian military. And he says in this audio statement that they put it out to their guys and said, hey, who wants to join the regular Russian forces and be commanded by essentially the guy at the top, Putin, and his defense minister, Shoigu. If you believe Prigozhin, he says that only about 1 to 2% actually wanted to be part of the regular Russian military. And then, of course, there were several other things that happened in between, and we had the march on Moscow. What it means now on the battlefield here is it may, in fact, answer a question that we keep asking. Will these Wagner fighters, however many there may be absorbed back into the Russian military? The Kremlin said that was part of the deal on Saturday, that nobody would be prosecuted and they would be allowed to sign on with the Russian military. It looks as though, if you believe Prigozhin, that's not going to happen. So in that case, you do have this very effective fighting force taken out of the battlefield picture in the war on Ukraine. You still have a huge number of soldiers fighting for the Russian Federation, no doubt about it, and is still a very difficult fight. The Ukrainians will say that they've been gaining ground. It's bit by bit. They're small pieces of land. They're villages here, villages there. Another one yesterday. We've talked about that video of the Ukrainian soldiers raising the flag in a small village, I believe in the Donetsk region, just across the border from the Zaporizhia region, so sort of in the southeast. The 9th village that they say they've taken over from the Russians since their offensive began. So, you know, they're still making progress, but it's still a slog, even with this distraction in Russia, even with the idea of the Wagner fighters being taken out of the mix.
Kelly Kobaya. Kelly, thank you very much.